The royal narrative took a dramatic turn when Prince Charles and Princess Diana's marriage dissolved, forever altering the trajectory of Prince Charles's life. Their highly publicized divorce not only reshaped the monarchy's public image, but also left an indelible mark on Charles himself, impacting his personal and professional endeavors in profound ways. From navigating heightened media scrutiny to redefining his role within the royal family, Prince Charles's post-divorce journey has been a complex and deeply scrutinized chapter in the history of British royalty. Let's start our video. Prince Charles's divorce from Princess Diana marked a significant shift in his financial life, especially in terms of his responsibilities towards his ex-wife's expenses. Prior to the divorce, like other members of the royal family, Charles had relied on funds provided by British taxpayers to support his lifestyle, which naturally included provisions for Diana's living expenses. However, following the finalization of their divorce, Charles took a decisive step to sever financial ties with Diana. Reports from the New York Times during the announcement of their divorce highlighted Charles's formal declaration that he would cease subsidizing Diana's living expenses. This declaration signaled a clear departure from the financial arrangement that had been in place during their marriage. Instead of continuing to contribute to Diana's expenses, Charles made it clear that Diana would now be solely responsible for financing her own lifestyle. The administrator responsible for overseeing the couple's settlement further emphasized Charles's stance by stating that Diana would start receiving bills directly for her expenditures, including those from the numerous stores she frequented. This move essentially meant that Diana would need to manage her finances independently, utilizing the settlement money she received from their separation to cover her expenses moving forward. The letter sent to Diana's office, dated September 2, 1996, solidified this shift in financial responsibility. It explicitly stated that any expenditure incurred by or on behalf of Diana should be invoiced directly to her office, effectively cutting off Charles's financial support for her lifestyle. The dynamics within the royal family during Prince Charles and Princess Diana's divorce were complex, with allegiances shifting and public perceptions playing a significant role. Prince Philip, Charles's father, found himself drawn into the fray, showing clear support for Diana in the midst of the marital turmoil. In letters that came to light in 2003, Prince Philip's sentiments towards Diana were revealed. He expressed a sympathetic stance towards her, indicating his disapproval of Charles's actions and his admiration for Diana. Philip's letter to Diana conveyed his belief that Charles had been unwise to risk everything for Camilla, emphasizing his incredulity at the idea of anyone leaving Diana for another woman. His words carried a paternal affection, signing off with fondest love, Pa, showcasing a personal connection with Diana that contrasted with the strained relationship she had with other members of the royal family. This public display of support from Prince Philip towards Diana likely intensified the scrutiny on Charles and further fueled the public perception of him during the divorce proceedings. While Diana continued to command attention and affection from the public, Charles faced a more challenging reception, with his actions and decisions coming under increased scrutiny. One notable aspect that underscored the disparity in public perception between Charles and Diana was the contrasting reception they received at public events. A significant example was Charles's solo appearance at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in March 1997. Approximately 6 months after the divorce. Unlike the fervent attention and adoration that Diana routinely garnered, Charles's arrival at the event failed to elicit a comparable response. The sparse presence of paparazzi and the lack of mass hysteria surrounding Charles's appearance highlighted the marked difference in public reception between him and Diana. The enduring appeal of Princess Diana can be attributed to the profound emotional connection she fostered with the public. As Stephen Bates, the former royal correspondent for The Guardian, aptly noted, people invested a significant amount of emotional intensity in Diana, which translated into widespread adoration and support. In contrast, Charles faced a diminished level of public support following the divorce, further emphasizing the polarized nature of public opinion during that tumultuous period. The aftermath of Prince Charles's divorce from Princess Diana was accompanied by a significant shift in public opinion, as evidenced by the results of opinion polls conducted shortly after the announcement. These polls provided a window into the sentiments of the British public regarding Charles and his future, particularly in relation to his relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles. The polling data, as reported by the New York Times, revealed a notable lack of enthusiasm among respondents towards the prospect of Charles remarrying, particularly to Camilla. The survey, conducted by Gallup and involving 1,000 churchgoers and officials, painted a rather grim picture for Charles. More than half of those surveyed expressed opposition to Charles ascending to the throne or becoming the leader of the Church of England should he choose to remarry. This sentiment reflected the deep-seated reservations many held regarding the idea of Camilla, whose popularity in Britain was at an all-time low, assuming a prominent position within the monarchy. Charles, however, sought to downplay these concerns by asserting that he had no intention of remarrying. He dismissed the survey results as purely hypothetical, perhaps in an attempt to mitigate the negative impact on his public image. Nonetheless, the polling data underscored the challenges Charles faced in terms of public perception and acceptance, especially in light of his relationship with Camilla. The public revelation of Prince Charles's relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles added another layer of complexity to the already tumultuous aftermath of his divorce from Princess Diana. While rumors of their affair had circulated for years, it wasn't until a 1994 television interview that Charles publicly acknowledged his infidelity, admitting to being in a long-term relationship with Camilla. He candidly expressed his efforts to salvage his marriage to Diana before conceding that it had irretrievably broken down. However, it wasn't until after the announcement of his divorce from Diana that Charles appeared to openly embrace his relationship with Camilla. The New York Times reported that in the immediate aftermath of the divorce news, Charles spent a weekend with Camilla in Wales. This public display of togetherness, so soon after the divorce announcement, raised eyebrows and intensified public scrutiny. For many Britons, Charles's seemingly cavalier attitude towards his relationship with Camilla only fueled existing resentment towards her. Photos of the couple vacationing together were perceived as evidence that Charles had continued his affair with Camilla, further tarnishing his public image. This perception was compounded by the widespread belief among the British public that Camilla bore some responsibility for the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage. Diana herself alluded to the impact of Charles's ongoing relationship with Camilla on their marriage in a now famous interview, where she famously remarked, "Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." Her candid admission resonated with many, reinforcing the narrative of Camilla's role as a disruptive force in the royal marriage. The strain of Prince Charles's divorce from Princess Diana extended beyond the immediate family to affect his relationship with his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. While divorce is often a private matter, in the case of the royal family, it becomes intertwined with matters of state and tradition, adding layers of complexity to familial dynamics. According to reports from the Los Angeles Times, Queen Elizabeth II took a proactive stance in addressing the situation by urging Charles and Diana to divorce. This intervention from the Queen, the head of the monarchy and a figure revered for her commitment to duty and tradition, underscored the seriousness of the situation. It also highlighted the challenges faced by the royal family in reconciling personal relationships with the demands of their public roles. Charles's response to the Queen's directive further emphasized the strain within the family. He acquiesced to the Queen's wishes by writing a letter in agreement, effectively acknowledging the end of his marriage to Diana. This exchange, conducted through formal letters, revealed the depth of the tension and the unique dynamics at play within the royal family. The fallout from the divorce reverberated within Buckingham Palace, with reports from royal reporters such as Simon McCoy of Sky TV shedding light on the palpable tension brewing within the royal household. McCoy's insights provided a glimpse into the inner workings of the palace during this tumultuous period, describing the Queen's anger and the sense of relief that accompanied Charles's compliance with her decision. The Queen's decision to intervene and Charles's compliance marked a significant moment in the family's history, signaling a departure from tradition and the acknowledgement of the need for change. The post-divorce era brought unexpected positive changes to Prince Charles's life, chiefly in the form of an improved relationship with his ex-wife, Princess Diana. Contrary to expectations, their dynamic underwent a transformation, evolving into a more amicable and cordial rapport. Tina Brown, the former editor of The New Yorker, provided insights into the newfound camaraderie between Charles and Diana. Following the settlement of their divorce, Brown had a lunch meeting with Diana, during which the princess shared details of her improved relationship with Charles. According to Brown's account in The Telegraph, Charles and Diana had reached a level of understanding and mutual respect that they hadn't experienced in quite some time. One significant factor contributing to this positive shift was the dwindling media frenzy surrounding their divorce. With time, the sensational headlines and intrusive scrutiny began to wane, allowing Charles and Diana to navigate their post-divorce lives with a greater sense of privacy and autonomy. This decreased external pressure likely facilitated more genuine and meaningful interactions between the former spouses. Another crucial aspect that fostered reconciliation was the maturation of their sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. As Brown noted, with the boys growing up, Charles and Diana found common ground in their shared pride and concern for their children. This shared parental bond served as a bridge, facilitating open communication and cooperation between Charles and Diana. Importantly, Charles and Diana found common ground in their shared commitment to philanthropic endeavors. Brown revealed that they engaged in discussions about their respective charitable interests, indicating a shared sense of purpose beyond their past differences. Moreover, Diana had come to terms with Charles's relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, a significant development that contributed to the easing of tensions between the ex-spouses. Perhaps most surprisingly, Charles and Diana even found moments of levity and camaraderie during their interactions. Brown recounted instances where Charles would casually drop by Kensington Palace to visit Diana, and they would share tea and exchange light-hearted banter. These moments of genuine connection and shared laughter reflected a newfound ease and comfort in their relationship. The revelation of a note penned by Princess Diana, implicating Prince Charles in what she perceived as a plot to orchestrate her demise through a car accident, cast a long shadow over Charles's public image and personal life. This unsettling disclosure made public in 2003 shed new light on the complexities of Charles and Diana's relationship and fueled speculation about the circumstances surrounding Diana's tragic death. Diana's note, written in 1995 during the period of their separation, contained alarming allegations against Charles. In it, she expressed fear that Charles was plotting to cause her harm by tampering with her car to induce brake failure and orchestrate a serious head injury. The chilling accuracy of Diana's words, given the circumstances of her fatal car crash in 1997, lent an eerie credibility to her claims, amplifying their impact on public perception. The emergence of Diana's note in 2003 sparked intense scrutiny and debate, both within the royal family and among the general public. The timing of its release, coupled with the unresolved questions surrounding Diana's death, fueled speculation and conspiracy theories about the true nature of the events leading to the car crash in Paris. For Prince Charles, the revelation of Diana's note represented a damaging blow to his public reputation and personal integrity. The implication that he may have been involved in a conspiracy to harm Diana tarnished his image and raised serious questions about his character and moral culpability. Furthermore, the note served to reignite public interest in the contentious dynamics of Charles and Diana's relationship, reopening old wounds and exposing the underlying tensions that persisted even after their divorce. The suggestion of sinister motives on Charles's part added a sinister dimension to the already fraught narrative surrounding their marriage and subsequent separation. In the aftermath of the note's disclosure, Charles faced heightened scrutiny and skepticism from both the media and the public. Despite his efforts to maintain a dignified silence on the matter, the lingering shadow of suspicion cast by Diana's allegations continued to haunt him, impacting his public engagements and personal relationships. John Stevens, the former head of London's Metropolitan Police, disclosed to the Daily Mail that Charles was questioned extensively as part of a probe into Diana's death. The investigation aimed to shed light on the circumstances surrounding the fatal car crash in Paris in 1997, amidst lingering suspicions and conspiracy theories. During the questioning, Charles found himself in the spotlight, facing probing inquiries about Diana's note and its potential significance in the context of her untimely demise. Stevens recounted the intense scrutiny Charles faced, revealing that he was questioned about his knowledge of the note and any discussions he may have had with Diana regarding her concerns. According to reports, Charles adopted a composed and detached demeanor during the interrogation, maintaining that he had no prior knowledge of the note until it was brought to light by the media. He adamantly denied any awareness of Diana's fears or discussions surrounding the alleged plot to harm her. Charles's assertion that he had never discussed the note with Diana or been privy to her concerns underscored his efforts to distance himself from the escalating controversy. For Charles, the experience of being questioned by the police and thrust into the heart of a high-profile investigation undoubtedly constituted a profound and life-altering ordeal. The scrutiny and suspicion surrounding his potential involvement in Diana's death cast a shadow over his public image and personal reputation, forcing him to navigate uncharted territory fraught with uncertainty and speculation. The tragic death of Princess Diana on August 31, 1997, marked a profound and irrevocable turning point in Prince Charles's life, triggering a series of events that would reshape his future in ways he could scarcely have imagined. Despite their divorce a year prior, Diana's sudden passing sent shockwaves through Charles's world, prompting him to confront the enormity of the loss and the seismic repercussions it would have on his personal and public life. Royal biographer Penny Junor, in her 2005 book The Firm, offered insights into Charles's initial reaction to Diana's death, painting a somber picture of his state of mind in the immediate aftermath. According to Junor's account, upon learning of Diana's tragic accident, Charles was gripped by a profound sense of foreboding and apprehension. His first question, reportedly, was a haunting inquiry into the inevitable fallout. "They're all going to blame me, aren't they?" This poignant reflection revealed Charles's deep-seated anxieties about the public perception of his role in Diana's life and the circumstances surrounding her untimely demise. Moreover, Charles's apprehension extended to the broader implications of Diana's death on the monarchy and the stability of the royal family. Junor recounted Charles's sobering realization of the impending chaos and upheaval that would ensue in the wake of Diana's passing. His poignant inquiry to his private secretary, Stephen Lamport, about whether Diana's death would destroy the monarchy, underscored his acute awareness of the profound impact her loss would have on the institution he was destined to lead. Lamport's affirmative response only served to deepen Charles's sense of trepidation and uncertainty about the future. For Charles, Diana's death represented not only a personal tragedy, but also a pivotal moment of reckoning for the monarchy and his own role within it. The seismic shock waves reverberating from her passing would reverberate far beyond the confines of the royal family, reshaping the public perception of the monarchy and laying bare the vulnerabilities and complexities inherent in its existence. In the wake of Diana's passing, tensions reached a boiling point, leading to a dramatic confrontation between Charles and Diana's brother, Charles Spencer, mere days after the princess's funeral. According to accounts from page 6 and Robert Lacey's book, Battle of Brothers, the rift between Charles and the Spencers was sparked by a contentious disagreement over the arrangements for Diana's funeral. Charles Spencer vehemently opposed the idea of Diana's sons, Princes William and Harry, walking behind their mother's casket during the funeral procession. Spencer believed that Diana would have been horrified at the prospect of her sons enduring such a public and emotionally grueling ordeal. The disagreement escalated when Charles Spencer conveyed his objections directly to Prince Charles. Lacey's book suggests that Spencer had already voiced his concerns to Charles, indicating Diana's hypothetical opposition to the funeral arrangement. However, tensions flared during a conversation between Charles Spencer and Prince Charles, during which Charles allegedly made a remark deemed offensive by Spencer. The aftermath of Prince Charles's divorce from Princess Diana brought about a profound shift in his personal life, particularly in his public relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles. Their affair, long regarded as an open secret in Britain, transitioned into a more public partnership following Charles's newfound status as a single man. One significant milestone in their evolving relationship occurred in 1998, less than a year after Diana's tragic death. According to reports from The Guardian, Prince Charles took the significant step of introducing his eldest son, Prince William, to Camilla for the first time. The meeting took place at St. James's Palace, where William and Camilla spent approximately half an hour together in the presence of Charles. The circumstances surrounding the introduction were reportedly unplanned, with William coincidentally stopping by the palace while Camilla was visiting Charles. Despite the spontaneous nature of the encounter, the meeting marked a significant moment in the normalization of Charles and Camilla's relationship within the royal family. However, the introduction was not without its potential for awkwardness, given the unconventional circumstances and the complexities surrounding Charles and Camilla's history. The Guardian noted that Camilla had become a regular visitor to St. James's Palace, indicating the gradual integration of her presence into Charles's life and the royal household. Following their initial meeting, Prince William and Camilla reportedly met on 2 additional occasions, suggesting a gradual acclimatization to their evolving family dynamic. Moreover, Charles was reportedly making plans for Camilla to meet his youngest son, Prince Harry, further underscoring the seriousness of their relationship and Charles's intentions for their future together. The period following Prince Charles's divorce from Princess Diana marked a significant shift in his efforts to introduce Camilla Parker Bowles to the British public and integrate her into his life more openly. Initially, Charles had embarked on a transparent campaign to introduce Camilla to the public, but the tragic death of Diana in 1997 put these efforts on hold temporarily. It wasn't until 1999, 2 years after Diana's passing, that Charles began to once again gently push Camilla into the public eye. According to reports from Harper's Bazaar, the couple was spotted leaving the Ritz in London following a birthday party for Camilla's sister. This public outing marked a notable step forward in their relationship, signaling Charles's growing willingness to be seen with Camilla in public settings. However, the most significant milestone in their journey came in 2000, when Queen Elizabeth II finally agreed to meet Camilla for the first time. This meeting, reported by the BBC, symbolized a crucial turning point in Charles and Camilla's relationship, as well as their integration into the royal family. The fact that Charles, Camilla, and the Queen were believed to have sat at the same table signaled an end to the much-publicized standoff that had persisted since Charles's divorce from Diana. The BBC described Camilla as a dark figure on the royal scene, reflecting the intense scrutiny and controversy surrounding her relationship with Charles in the aftermath of Diana's death. However, her acceptance by Queen Elizabeth marked a significant validation of their relationship within the context of the royal family. What do you think about Charles's life after divorcing Diana? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.